Leo Basham Shai Basham Kakadash, the brothers of the apostles of James Graham Stone. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this work in sincerity and in honesty. As you can see, this it seems generated, AI generated. So this AI generated picture is depicting the rulers of the earth, right, versus the people on the earth, right? And though these are minor issues, the rulers of the earth are ruling this earth and run this earth, this world down into the ground, right? The things that they do to this earth, it can't basically hold up no longer. The earth is basically weary through the ruling of these men. So therefore the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai will return and give the earth a fresh start. Right? So let's get some precept. This is Micah 2 and verse 1. Is a woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Right? So here the Lord gave them the power to rule for a time, right? And it shows that even though Esau Edom was the one that should have gotten the birthright if it was by the tradition of men, it shows that the Lord was not dealing with Esau Edom being the one who received the promise. The promise is rightfully Jacob's, right? Because Jacob will not indulge, but Jacob's desire is not to be caught up in all this destruction that Esau Edom is putting on the earth. Jake will preach one love all day. Even when Esau tearing them back with whips, they will preach love Esau Edom if it was left up to them. Right? So these men are not fit to run the earth. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. So when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Let me get this one first. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 2. It says, the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Right? Because they will have to follow the order of the kings. Right? And this world, this kingdom, is one of a corrupt kingdom, right? Violence, immoral acts, and can name more go on. So, an unwise king destroys people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right? These men poison the water. These men poison the air. Right? These men are creating nukes to fight each other. Right? So if it left up to them, the world would be exterminating. Right? You say, through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So if a city is not inhabited and destroyed, it's because that king was of a foolish one. And we see where the earth is going, where basically technology is now. They're trying to use that to fix all the mess up they did to the world through the years, but it will not. Right? It said the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Right? That's why the scriptures say Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is um the beginning of it that followed. Right? Because Esau Edom run it down. Right? Esau Edom run it way down, and the Lord will basically put it in one's hand that is profitable, right? That will basically run the earth in righteousness, right? That will not harm the earth, yo. That will not spread democracy and basically invade countries to give them a democracy, yo. Destabilize people countries to give them democracy. And here we know this nation will be servants to us, but it's also a way that you treat your servants, yo. There's a way you treat your servant. That's why in the scripture it has to mention, say, oh, if you have a servant that don't want to leave your house after a while, you should bore his ears, bore his ears on the hall or something to that effect, right? Because you treat that servant so good, you don't want to leave your house, right? They say when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, right? And a lot of mourning, I tell you, right? A lot of mourning, a lot of distress, a lot of anguish, right? And not only for our people, not only for the Israelites, but the entire world feel it, yo, right? Even his own, even Edomites feeling it under the rule of Edom. So that you must see how bad it gone, yo. If even your own people are fed up with you in rulership because you're not breaking bread with them, yo. Right? You as the elites are enjoying and living it up, yeah. And men below you of your own nation, we should inherit this season to rule, are now being very oppressed. And not like we give a damn about Edomites, but to show you that's how Esau Edom run his kingdom, you know. Straight depression. Okay. Okay, I think I should read this part. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's the rule of Esau Edom, yo. Riches gotten by deceit. Go over there and mess up people country just to receive their riches, just to confiscate their riches. So this is Isaiah 29 and verse 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. Right? So the Lord will turn his world upside down, round and about, and broken, you know, and then give it to one that is worthy of it, right? Give it to the ones that's supposed to have it by birthright. Um, Not birthright, but by the promise made by Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. So with that, I hope this was edifying. Kalalal Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Hashem Akakudash.